want some of this curried chicken foot? Let's go. So hi everyone, welcome back to our next episode of Reason with Steph. You're in my kitchen, and this evening I'll be doing some curry chicken food for you, and I'll be doing this with some cornmeal dumpling. Yes, so I am preparing the chicken foot now. So I am getting rid of the toes, and I am cutting my foot to the required size that I want it to be. So if you're in the kitchen and your knife feels a little dull, you can rub both of them together to see if it can get a little sharper. That's how my grandmother teach me to do. And it feels sharp. No, feels a little sharper. So I'm preparing my chicken foot. I'm cleaning it up, making sure that there is no feather or any of the skin, the chicken, the part that is on the chicken foot, the skin that is supposed to be stripped off the chicken foot. So I get rid of those two, and I am preparing my chicken foot to be washed. Knife is a little sharp, I tell you. So our grandmother method is very good. So I am preparing the chicken foot to the required size. Alright, so I won't be talking for a little while now. You ever go out and try buying anything and seeing all these parts of the chicken foot look like they didn't even clean them up? Well, I tried my best not to make that happen in my kitchen. So I'm making sure to clean my chicken foot properly. So this is what I was talking, this part of the chicken foot, to make sure that it is not on it, or to make sure, see it here. So you do your proper cleaning now. Some people don't bother to even look to see what is happening there. I have to look to make sure my chicken foot is well clean. So even between these parts here, you notice you have to make sure that it is well clean. And because I can't see well, I make sure to wear my glasses. When I'm in the kitchen, I make sure to wear my glasses to prepare food, because I can't see that well like some of you. So you with the 2020 vision, I want you to tell me what you do to keep your 2020 vision. It's a long time I have not eaten some curried chicken foot, so I decided to prepare it for my family this evening. So see, this one is clean, fat. See how this one fat? Look at it, fat. So I am removing the toe from these and I'm cleaning them up properly. And then I'm going to just make one thing and cut all of these that are left in the pan one at once. And these are very fat. So you know it takes a little while to prepare. So when we come back, you will see the finished product. I will show you while I'm seasoning my chicken foot to put on the fire. And I will be using my pressure cooker so that I'll have a quick meal this evening, alright? have to make sure to clean these things properly. Because remember, you know, the chicken walk on the foot in the pen, and sometimes they are not so pretty at the end of the crop of chicken. So some of them you might have to throw away. So you have to look carefully. But what I love about chicken foot is that the outer part of the outer layer of the foot, that yellow part there, protect the meat that we want to eat. And it is nice when it is prepared properly. So normally I would be doing some chicken foot soup for a Saturday evening, but for this today I am not doing soup. I am preparing my chicken foots. So I am at the final one now, and I am going to be washing my meat carefully now. So here I'm finished preparing it for cooking. Going to be washing it. Now I'm going to use a little vinegar to wash. So what I normally do, I rub in the vinegar first, and then I catch water. So this helps to remove the rawness and cut the grease and all that from the chicken foot. Now I'm going to run my water on. And you wash till it is clean, the water is clean. So that's when you know that your meat is properly washed. Wash until it is clean, the water is clean. So you're looking now at water instead of any impediment such as red blood or so. Now I'm getting my board clean. So you have to wash the board again because I am going to be cutting some seasoning now on my board. So I'm going to be cleaning up the board to prepare my seasoning. So here I have a little sweet pepper, some onion and some scallion prepared already, some garlic and hot pepper, I have my Maggi chicken. I'm going to pour a little on it now. Taking too long to come through the top. I don't want too much because you know that it will get too salt because these things are a little bit salt. I'm pouring some all-purpose on it too. This is the Maggi all-purpose. I think Maggi need to pay me, you know, because I'm always using their seasoning. in my video. And I'm looking for now my curry. And I like using the better pack curry. Like using this one. Whether it's using the big pack or the small pack or what, I like using better pack. And I'm pouring all of this in it. And I'm going to be rubbing this in now. Alright? Using my hands because they are clean. So here I am rubbing in my seasoning. And I'm going to leave to marinate for a bit. See how it looks pretty? So I'm going to leave this to marinate. I'm going to cover and leave to marinate, alright? So as I go along, you notice that you have to clean up as you go along. So here now, I've prepared my meat and I'm going to put it on the fire in my pressure pot. So I'm going to empty the contents in my pot. I don't use oil when I'm doing this kind of cooking, so I don't need any oil in the pot. I try to reduce the amount of intake of fat that I am eating. So I am just going to pour this in the pot and it smells nice. I'm going to rinse my dish. I'm going to rinse the curry from my dish and my hands are clean. And I'm going to pour this water here. I'm going to clean the contents of my bowl. And I'm not putting a lot of water because I don't want it to overcook. So I'm just covering here in my pot and I'm going to put the cover on now. So this is how I prepare my curry chicken foot for cooking. You will see the finished product. I'll show you at the end what I will be doing to it. I'll be adding some carrots and some Irish at the end for my vegetable contents of the curried chicken foot. So now I'm covering the pressure pot, realizing that my cover needs a little tightening, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And if you're in the kitchen and you don't have any screwdriver, see, you can actually use a knife. It all depends on the screw that is in the cover of your pot. So here I cover now, putting on my weight, and I'm going to leave to cook for about 15 to 30 minutes. Alright, now I am going to be cleaning my bowl. When you're in the kitchen, you clean as you go along. going to leave to drain here for a little while. So as soon as it is dry, I will remove it from the sink. Now I'm going to put on the top for my cornmeal dumpling, and I'm going to be preparing my cornmeal dumpling. This will do. Don't want any more. So, now I am going to be preparing my cornmeal dumpling. Wash my hands before I do that. So you hear my pressure pot now. It is going on fine. So this is where my meat continues to cook, and I will be soon looking at it. Now, this evening I just want to encourage you that when you read your Bible every day, you will find the strength in your Lord in these hard and trying times. No, this evening I just want to leave this with you, that I know both how to be a base and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So that would be the Bible verse that I'll be leaving with you this evening. That I know how to be a base and how to be a bound. I know how to be full and how to be hungry. Alright? Because what? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So in these trying and in these hard times, you have to do everything because Christ strengthens you. So if you go out on the street and you decide to be a base, yes, you can. And you can also be a bound. But the word of God will direct you, don't it? And it will lead you. Because guess what? You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So when you go on the road and somebody trouble you, you're not going to fight back. You're just going to turn the other cheek. Because what? Christ strengthens you, don't it? Yes, man. So I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So we're going to keep away from the war and the strife. You observe what is happening in our country these days with our children. They just come out and get rampant and they just fight against each other. Yes, man. So guess what? We are going to try to direct our kids in the path of righteousness. Alright? So you will be seeing the finished product in a short while. So guess what? I cool down my pressure cooker, and my meat is cooked to where I want it. And I am now going to be adding, see? So I am now going to be adding some Irish and some carrot to this. I'm going to also add, I'm going to taste to see if it needs any more green seasoning. So I'm tasting the pepper, and you know that pepper must be in your curry for it to taste good. So I'm just going to add a little more sweet pepper and some onion and my Irish. So here I am adding some Irish. I've already peeled, washed and diced. Some carrots and my green seasoning. So I have some onion and some sweet pepper, and it already have some hot pepper in it as much. And my dumpling is cooking over there, my cornmeal dumpling, and I am going to give this a stir and cover and leave to cook again. So here I'm going to cover and leave to simmer down. So I'm not going to put the cover on as I am like when I wanted to pressure it. I'm just going to leave it there now just to cook freely. Alright, you will see the finished product. So here we are. My Irish, my carrot is cooked, and my chicken foot curried is where I at the consistency that I want it to be, gravy and everything. So I'm going to be sharing now. I'm going to be plating my meal. My finished product, dinner is served. Enjoy.